attractive appearance that belongs to the mysterious world of reptiles and is actually considered a type of lizard. One of the important features of the chameleon is changing its body color. This reptile can change its skin to pink, blue, red, orange, green, black, brown, yellow and turquoise, which largely depends on its type. It depends. Currently, more than 100 different species of chameleons live in some areas of the world, including Madagascar, Spain, Africa, Asia, and Portugal. The chameleon has large eyes that move in different directions and individually, giving it a 360-degree view of its surroundings. The vision of this reptile is so strong that it can see well up to a distance of about 10 meters. The above two features help the chameleon to recognize the location of its prey, such as crickets, snails, etc., as well as its enemies. This creeper has a looped tail that wraps around the tree while climbing and climbs it easily without falling. Chameleons have a long tongue with a sticky surface that they use to catch prey. This animal has 5 toes in each of its 4 legs, with the help of which it can climb trees and sit on the highest branches of the tree. The chameleon's 5 fingers actually function somewhat like human fingers. The size and weight of a chameleon depends on its species. For example, a giant Malagasy chameleon is about 68 centimeters long, while the leaf chameleon is about 1.5 centimeters long, and both live in Madagascar. In general, the weight of chameleons varies between 10 grams and 2 kilograms. Some chameleon species can change their skin color and use this feature to camouflage in nature and defend themselves against predators. The way the color changes depends on the chameleon species. Some can turn bright red or yellow, while others can turn green, black, brown, or gray. The color of the chameleon also changes with its emotions. For example, the color of the skin of this animal is a certain color when it is angry, and it takes on another color when it is scared. Chameleons do not live in groups and prefer to sit alone on trees and bushes. This reptile is only its own kind when mating and is known as the solitary animal at other times. A chameleon uses body language to communicate with others. For example, when it wants to defend its territory against an intruder, it often turns to its side. This makes it look bigger and more dangerous, or when there is danger. It feels like opening its mouth to scare the other chameleon. Chameleons live in forests and deserts and currently inhabit Africa, Asia, parts of southern Europe, and some parts of North America. Most chameleons live on trees or bushes, and a few species live on the ground under piles of leaves. The chameleon is generally an omnivore, although some species prefer a carnivorous diet and some species have a better relationship with plants. This reptile usually feeds on anything, including berries, leaves, fruits, insects, worms, and snails, and some larger species also prey on small reptiles or small birds. The long and sticky tongue of chameleons helps a lot in hunting insects such as grasshoppers, snails and crickets because this animal moves very slowly and the long tongue allows it to catch prey without exhausting chases. Hunt it and crush it with its powerful jaws. A chameleon does not drink much water, but must have constant access to water. In fact, most chameleons prefer to use water drops instead of looking for a big water source. For example, those who live in the forest use the water drops on the leaves of trees after rains. The chameleon has many enemies, and the smaller it is, the more likely it is to be hunted by a larger animal. Among chameleon hunters, we can mention snakes, birds and monkeys. This reptile uses the unique feature of color change and camouflage in nature against its enemies. For example, if it is on a tree branch, when the predator approaches, the color of its skin changes in such a way that it resembles the color of the tree branch to a large extent, and the predator is without it to notice him and pass by him. However, the chameleon is near the bottom of the food chain and many animals are higher on the food chain chart.